Morning, everybody. We're working on neck and shoulders this morning, and we're just going to start off in the posture called broken wing. So if you don't know this one, I'll give you a quick demo. We start off by bringing our hand behind our back, and then ideally, you put it somewhere in the middle of your spine. So go ahead and lay back and just feel it out because we'll be here for a minute or two on the first couple of postures. So lay back, bring your hand behind your back, and just kind of feel it out. We want a little bit of a stretch, but you shouldn't feel like this is painful in any way. And if you're joining us online, I forgot to mention, before you lay down, let's get the playlist going. It's not crucial that we get it synced up, so if you're already comfortable, you're fine. The playlist is called Funky Beat, and the first song is called Wild. So if you're ready to hit play, we'll hit it in 3, 2, 1. Those of you here in person, just a quick reminder, there's still a mask ordinance in the state of Colorado. If you feel it's unsafe for you to practice with a mask or you have a current medical condition, only you can exempt yourself when you're on your mat. Under this exemption, I'll not be wearing a mask while I teach. Let's just take a moment to drop in together. Close your eyes. Bring your attention to your breath. And allow your breath to naturally lengthen. Let the time of your breath start to become longer. Now allow your breath to start entering towards your upper chest. Bring your left hand to the front of your right shoulder and just start poking around. Other shoulder, Angela. Yeah. And maybe move to the side of the shoulder or the back of the shoulder and just keep moving and poking until you find a spot that feels sensitive or feels kind of stiff or stuck. And then when you find that spot, hold your fingers into it with enough pressure that it feels like you're kind of giving yourself a self-massage. And then for 4 breaths, breathe into that space. Breathe into your shoulder. And out of your shoulder. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, fill up. Breathe out. Beautiful. Go ahead and release your left hand down, and then you can roll to the side and unwind your right arm. If you need to let out a grunt or a groan, go ahead. Ugh. Good, and let's go for the second side. Bring your left hand behind your back. And if you don't feel much sensation, try drawing your hand higher up towards your shoulders and keep going until you feel a stretch. If you feel like it's too much, then you can bring your hand lower down. General rule is if the higher up that it goes, the more intense that it is. And then when you have found a happy medium where it's just a tiny bit uncomfortable, take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Bring your right hand to your left shoulder and do the same thing. Just kind of start poking around and examining where you feel the most sensation. And then when you have found a sensitive spot, hold your fingertips into it like a self-massage and just take a couple of deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, fill up. And imagine that you're breathing into that space that feels sensitive. And breathe out of that space. Last two, as long as you want to breathe or as deep as you want to breathe. Nice breath, everyone. Last one. Good, and just roll to the side. Give your arm a little bit of movement. And with your next inhale, take a stretch for the front and back of the room like you're just waking up. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. And rock forward and back a couple of times along your spine. And we'll meet in tabletop position. Go ahead and move to all fours. Start off just by spinning your fingertips out to the sides of the room. Let your wrists face inwards and just go for a little movement side to side. And maybe you even start taking this into circular motions if that feels good for your wrists. And if you are doing circles, go ahead and switch directions. Just make sure you get the opposite way. While we're here, really focus on cultivating your strong, deep Ujjayi breath. Let's go for the backs of the hands now. Spin your fingertips towards your knees. And let's actually connect some breath to motion here. So as you inhale, shift forward towards the front of the room. And as you exhale, shift back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Unwind your hands and inhale, sweep your right arm to the sky. Exhale, thread your arm through. We're going to find that movement 2 more times. Inhale, sweep out and up. Exhale, thread through. One more time. Thread it through for a threaded needle. We'll go ahead and rest the upper body down on the earth and allow the weight of your torso to create compression for your shoulder blade. If you want to go deeper, you can extend your right arm further through to the left. And if you want to find a modification, you can extend your left arm forward. You can bring your hand behind your back. Just do whatever feels good. We'll do the same thing with breathing into the sensation. Breathe into your right shoulder. A couple more breaths here. Last 2, go deeper if you can. And this time, suspend your breath at the top. Inhale, fill. Hold in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2. Good. Set up to unwind. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Find some movement for your joints, shoulder and wrist, and then release your arm down. Opposite side. Inhale, left arm open. Reach as high as you can, and then thread it through. 2 more just like that. And then we'll pause for about 5 breaths. So if you want to reach further through or find a modification, go for it now. Breathe into your left shoulder. Focus on your strong and long Ujjayi breath. The deeper that you breathe, the more you're going to get out of this practice. Last 2. And for the last breath, we'll suspend at the top for 4 seconds. Inhale, fill. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Set up to unwind. Inhale, left arm high. And then release your arm down. Let's go for a few rounds of cat-cow. As you inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin. Rotate your shoulders specifically as far back as you can. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, round your spine, gaze to your belly. Again, inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin. This time, jut your bottom jaw towards the ceiling for a throat stretch. And exhale, arch your back, round your chin to chest, press vigorously into your hands. One more time, inhale, belly down. Jut your bottom jaw as high up towards the ceiling as you can. And then exhale, arch your back, chin to chest. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and find your way to downward dog. And we're going to continue moving slow, at least for the next couple of minutes, but just allow your breath to be as juicy and as deep as you can make it. Because even though we're moving slow, that doesn't mean that we have to lack depth. Let's take a full breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, raise to your tiptoes. Exhale, hover knees. Inhale, high plank. Lower halfway or all of the way. Cobra or up dog, inhale. To downward dog, exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale to tiptoes. Hover knees. High plank, inhale. Lower halfway or all the way, your choice. We'll find cobra or up dog. Pull your heart through as far as you can. And then move to downward dog as you exhale. Nice, Peggy. Last time. This time, just go to high plank. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. This time, lower all of the way to the earth. Low cobra with no arm strength. Inhale, lift your chest, float your hands. Exhale, release down. This time, use a little bit of arm strength. Inhale, press down. Shoulders and elbows peel to the back of the room. Exhale, release. Super Cobra, bring your hands wide, wider than your mat. Be on your fingertips here. And now as you inhale, lift your chest, peel your shoulders as far back as you can, and then dip left shoulder down, pull right shoulder back. Gaze past your shoulder to the ceiling. Stay for a breath here. Go a little bit deeper. Inhale back to center. And switch it out. Right shoulder down, left shoulder back. Stay for a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale back to center. Lift up. One more time to the right. Left shoulder down, right shoulder back. Inhale back to center. And switch. Inhale, center, lift up. Lower down, exhale. Tabletop or high plank, inhale, lift. And back to downward dog, exhale. Full breath in. Open mouth. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Bring your feet wider than hip distance apart. And then find a ragdoll. Grab opposite elbows, let your head and your neck hang heavy. Bend your knees enough that your chest can make connection with your thighs. And find a little bit of movement. Maybe it's a wiggle side to side if that feels right. And then if you want to add a little bit more, let's go for chest expansion. Hands together behind your back, interlace your hands, and then reach your arms up and over. Either ragdoll or chest expansion is great. Wherever you are, straighten your right leg, bend your left knee, dip your left shoulder or left elbow towards the earth, and gaze to the ceiling. Lift your left heel for 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale back to center. And switch it out. Straighten your left leg. Bend your right knee. Maybe lift right heel. We're here for 2. One. Inhale back to center. By way of your lower back, release your hands to the earth. Let's find a halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. Reach the crown of your head forward. Toe heel your feet closer together. Exhale, forward fold. Draw your nose to shins. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Reach your arms up and overhead. Grab your left wrist and pull yourself to the right. Exhale. Stay for 1 breath. Inhale. As you exhale, think about pressing down to lift higher and then up and to the right. Inhale back to center. Nice breath, everyone. Switch it out and pull up and to the left. Inhale, find length. And as you exhale, continue pressing down to lift and then go up and to the left. Inhale, center. Gentle back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach. Hands together, forward fold, dive down. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Plant your hands, step back to high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Lower slowly, halfway. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Good. 1 sun A with very slow breath, about a slow 4 count. Inhale, look forward. 3, 2, 1. Travel to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Mountain inhale. Swan dive down. Reach as far as you can to the sides of the room. Lead with your heart. Draw your nose to shins. Halfway lift. Plant hands, step or float back, high to low plank. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward dog. Sweep your left leg high, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, lift. Tap left shoulder, exhale. Inhale, lift. Right elbow. Lift up. Step between your hands. Set up warrior one. Take your time. There's no rush. And just in case you need a reminder of how we like to set up warrior one, just make sure that left knee is over left ankle, right toes face the top right corner of the room. When your arms engage, think about relaxing the top of your shoulders. Close your eyes if you don't need to balance well, or if you trust your balance rather. Deepen your breath. Press down into both feet and soften the grip of your toes. Soften the grip of your shoulders and of your face. Last full breath, reach up. Hands together behind your back. Interlace your hands. Take the opposite grip of what you normally do. Inhale, reach your mono fist down, send your gaze up. Exhale, dive down between your legs, top of your head towards the earth as your arms reach up and over. We're holding for 2. Get lower if you can. Inhale to 5-pointed star. Open up to the side. And a wide leg forward fold to the earth. Toes in, heels out. And just freestyle here, whatever your body wants to do. If that's just a forward fold, if it's a headstand, side lunge, maybe just close your eyes and move around until you find something that feels right. Deepen your breath. Next inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Forward fold, get your head as low as you can. Use the strength of your arms to propel and traction your head down. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Reposition your footing for warrior 2. Inhale, open up for warrior 2. And just check your footing. Make sure that your front heel is in the same line as the arch of your back foot. Rachel, you can probably narrow your stance just a tiny bit, width-wise. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Flip your right palm. Exhale, side angle. Bring elbow to inner thigh. Extend through your top arm. Again, to reverse warrior. Inhale. Side angle, exhale. Nice, Allison. One more time. Inhale, reverse. To side angle, exhale. Hold here for 3 full breaths. I'm going to call out the half bind. Bring left hand behind your back. It's, of course, optional. You don't have to. We want to press back of left hand into the right hip so that we can roll right shoulder open further. Good. Full breath in. Rotate further if you can. Nice, Angela. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg and shorten your stance a few inches. And then we'll find triangle. Pull your hip back. Reach your hand as far forward, 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 forward as you can. And then just hinge your right arm down. Beautiful, Kristen. Deepen your breath. Same action happening here. We want right shoulder rotating under and left shoulder rotating back. Left hand straight to the ceiling. Imagine one day you're going to push the ceiling tile. Full breath here. Rotate just a little bit further if you can. Slow movement to half moon. Drag your left big toe towards your right ankle and lift off. Flex or point your left toes. Press down into your right foot to help stack left hip on top of right. Nice, Suzanne. Deepen your breath. Kendra, left foot active. Last full breath. Get big. Good adjustment. Exhale, slowly step it back. 5-pointed star. Open up. Cartwheel to the front, and it's right side plank. So right hand down. Wave your left arm open and step your left foot back. Flex your toes towards your shin. Press your feet down to lift your hips higher. Maybe lift your top leg and maybe send your gaze to the ceiling. Wherever you are, slow your breath down. Last breath. High plank with your exhale. Inhale, shift forward. Lower halfway. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Full breath in. Tongue out, exhale. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Knee to nose, chin to chest. Inhale, lift, nice mark. Tap right shoulder, exhale. Lift. Left elbow. Lift. Step through, set up warrior one. Take your time. Warrior one can be a tricky one. We want for the same amount of effort and ease to be present. So if you're not feeling challenged, if you feel like your legs are hardly even active, maybe lengthen your stance just a little bit. But we also don't want to be so far that we feel tension in our body. Close your eyes. Pull right hip back, left hip forward. Deepen your breath. One more full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Hands together behind your back, interlace. Inhale, reach down, gaze up. Dive between your legs for humble warrior. Arms up and over. Deepen your breath. Take it deeper for one. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Open up. Good. Wide leg forward fold once again. And this time we're just going to go for a twist. Option to freestyle if you want to. Right hand underneath your face or right hand to left foot. Either variation is good. As you inhale, press down to reach up. Continuously pull your left hip down and right hip up, even if it means that your left hand is no longer reaching to the ceiling. And just for a moment, bring your left hand to your lower back. Make sure that your hips are level. So generally, it's your left hip that's higher than the right. So imagine pulling your right hip up to the ceiling. Keep your hips just as they are now, and then reach your left arm up. It's okay if it's at an angle more towards the mirror or the windows. One more full breath. Use your right arm to traction and pull right shoulder under. Good. Switch it out. Left hand to the earth. Inhale, sweep your right arm open. And just to start it off, bring one hand to your lower back. Try to get your hips level as much as you can. Nice grubs. Inhale, press down to reach up. Exhale, use your left hand to rotate, pull it under. 2 more breaths. Last round. Hand to the earth. Inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Get the top of your head as low as you can. Nice mark. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Reposition your footing for warrior two. Inhale, open up. Wiggle it out. Glance down at your feet for a moment. Just make sure that your left heel is in the same line as the arch of your right foot. We don't really want heel to heel alignment. It's not the worst thing in the world, but ideally we want even pressure between both feet. Close your eyes, take a full breath in. Full breath out. Go a little bit deeper. Option to keep eyes closed if you'd like. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. 2 more. Reverse. To side angle. 1 more. Reverse. To side angle. Hold here. Bring right hand behind your back for the bind if you want it. Press right hand into your left hip to rotate right shoulder back. Gaze to the ceiling. If your neck is okay with it, deepen your breath. Last round. Reverse triangle. Inhale. Triangle. Exhale. Hip back hand forward as far as you can reach and then hinge open. Deepen your breath. Maybe close your eyes. We've got 2 more breaths. Half moon, gaze in front of your left foot. Drag your right big toe towards your left ankle and lift off. Deepen your breath. Kick your right heel or toes to the mirrors. Deepen your breath. Reach your right hand straight up and let it reach so much that eventually you can just hover your left hand off the earth. Way to go for it, Kristen. Last full breath, get big. Nice, Nick. Slowly step it back. Good control. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Cartwheel to the front. Left hand down, right arm open for side plank. Just glance down at your wrist for a moment. Make sure that your wrist is underneath your shoulder and that it's not extended too far forward. Maybe lift your top leg. Maybe gaze to the ceiling. Hold for 2 slow breaths. Get bigger. Lift your hips higher. Hand to the earth. Good, Suzanne. Inhale, shift forward. Lower halfway. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float to the top. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale, lift. Wiggle it out for 2 breaths. Move every joint in your body. Move your toes, your ankles, move your knees as much as you can. Maybe even add a little dance into it. Inhale, back to chair. It looks like we're swimming right now. Find your way to drinking bird. Sweep it back, lift to your tiptoes. Again, chair. To drinking bird. One more time to chair. This time, right arm underneath left for eagle. Lift your right leg up and over left. Squeeze your wrists, your forearms, and your shoulders as tight as you possibly can. Hips, thighs, and knees. Inhale, lift your elbows an inch. Eagle crunch, elbows to knees. Inhale, lift your elbows up. Eagle crunch. One more time, lift. And crunch. Inhale, staff pose, unwind and lift. Step back to warrior 1 with airplane torso. 5-pointed star, open up. Warrior 2 to the back. Reverse warrior, inhale. Side angle, exhale. Again, reverse warrior. To side angle. Deepest breath, reverse warrior, inhale. Side angle, exhale. Straight to reverse triangle, inhale. To triangle, exhale, hit back hand forward. And let's go for the half bind here. Bring left hand behind your back for your right trouser pocket, just as you do in side angles. Find your breath. Gaze to the ceiling. Gaze in front of your right foot. Keep the half bind. Bend your right knee, drag right big toe towards your ankle and lift off. Half moon with the half bind. Flex your left toes towards your shin. Deepen your breath. Good. Everyone gaze to the side of the room. And then maybe gaze to the ceiling if you've made it that far. Slowly step it back. Nice, Sutherland. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Open up. Cartwheel to the front. Freestyle for 4 breaths. Handstand hops. Child's pose. Going through your regular flow, whatever feels good. Whatever you do, do it intentionally. If you need some water, now is not a bad time. Let's take a full breath in. Open mouth. One more time. Fill up. Let it go. Inhale, look forward. Step or float to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose, inhale. Drinking bird, exhale. Inhale, chair. Drinking bird. One more time to chair, inhale. Left arm under right for eagle. Squeeze as tight as you can, then lift your left leg up and over. Do your best to squeeze every joint in your body. Inhale, lift your elbows. Eagle crunch. Inhale, lift. And crunch. One more time, lift. And crunch. Staff pose, slowly. Straight back to warrior 1 with airplane torso. 5-pointed star, open up. Warrior 2 to the back. Reverse warrior, inhale. Side angle, exhale. 2 more like that, reverse. Side angle. Last round. Half bind, right hand behind your back. Inhale, reverse triangle with the half bind. Half bind triangle. Gaze to the ceiling. Slow your breath. Half moon, gaze in front of your left foot. Keep the half bind, keep pressing your hand into your hip. Flex your right toes towards your shin. Good. And just as we do in a regular half moon, think about reaching your top shoulder towards the ceiling. It's going to give you the activation you need in your upper body. Good. Last full breath. Slowly step it back. Nice, Rachel. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Cartwheel to the front. Freestyle for 4 breaths. Choose what your body wants to do. There's no right or wrong. Nice, Nick. Inhale forward to high plank. Lower all of the way down to your belly. Locust pose, hands by your hips, palms face down. Inhale, lift everything up. Lengthen your neck. Go higher for 4. Higher for 3. For 2. Fullest expression all the way. Release. Send your gaze to the right. And then turn your gaze a little bit further to the right. Floor bow or any other variation of belly down. Whatever feels good to you. Set it up. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift off. 4 breaths. Two lions breaths. Breathe in. Release and gaze to the left. Turn your gaze further if you want. Reach your right arm all the way out to the right side of the room. If you need a deeper stretch, you can always goalpost your arm. Roll open to your right side. Apply a little bit of pressure from your palm into the earth. Inhale, fill your right shoulder with air. And breathe out of it. Again, fill up. Breathe out. 3 more breaths. Breathe in. Take an extra sip of air. Breathe out. For the last 2, we'll suspend the breath. Inhale, fill. 2 sips of air and hold. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out. Last breath. Inhale, fill. 3 sips of air. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out. If you want to stay longer, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, lower down to your belly whenever you're ready. Switch it out, left arm out. Breathe into your chest. Breathe out. Again, fill. Breathe out. 2 more. For the last 2 breaths, inhale, fill, take sips and hold. 2 sips of air. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Last full breath in. 3 sips. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out. Lower down to your belly. Press back to embryo pose. Knees and feet together. Sit hips to heels. Lift your torso and spin your legs around to the front of the room. Set up forward fold. We're going to be holding the fold for a little bit, about 2 minutes. For the first minute, I want you to use some action, and for the last minute, think about relaxing into the stretch. First, just make sure that your booty's out of the way. Make sure your sit bones can connect to the earth. And as you inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, press down into your sit bones to lengthen and then reach, reach, reach. Keep pressing to your sit bones. Reach, 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 reach. Then hands either to your feet or to your calves, whatever you can grip the easiest. Now, as you find length, breathe in. Continue to find length as you exhale. Pull forward and down, forward and down, forward and down. Inhale, breathe to your side ribs. Exhale, lengthen forward. Side ribs, inhale. Lengthen and fold. Keep going. Now see if you can just let the posture do the work. You'll still add a little bit of a pull, but mostly relaxing down. As you are ready, lift your torso and then lay down on your back. Windshield wiper your legs. We have 2 rounds of bridge pose. The first is going to be fairly gentle, and the second, we can send it a little bit harder. Bring a bend into your knees. Make sure that your knees and feet are hip distance apart and that middle fingers can touch your heels. Inhale, lift your hips, and just go about 70% effort. The reason is we just went into a deep forward fold, and now we're going into a back bend. We don't want too aggressive of a back bend right after a deep forward fold. And that is a good standard rule to remember if we, for example, go deep into a twist to one side, that we generally don't want to go straight into a deep twist to the opposite side. Just take it step by step, ease into it, and then eventually you can go fully into the posture. So let's roll down vertebra by vertebra down. And now if you want full wheel, or if a deeper bridge pose is calling you, set it up and lift off when you're ready. Here for 4 breaths. Vertebra by vertebra, roll down from the top of your spine. Try not to skip any vertebra as you roll down. If there are any final postures that you'd like to take before we finish up our practice, go ahead and explore. Live streamers, those of you at home, if you would like to either mute me or mute the playlist for Shavasana, I will be playing singing bowls. So just know you have that option in case you find the sounds a little bit overwhelming. Speaking of overwhelming sounds. To set ourselves up for Shavasana, we'll just do one round of suspended breath. So it's essentially just a couple of cleansing breaths, and then on the third, we'll hold at the top for about 15 seconds, and then hold out at the bottom for about 5 seconds. Nothing too crazy. Let's take a full breath in through your nose, out of your mouth. Again, in through your nose, out of your mouth. Here we go, full breath in, extra sip of air. Just hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Hold longer if you feel drawn to, otherwise exhale. And just hold your breath out for another 5 seconds or so. And just allow your breath to be however it wants to be. Svaha. Tatsavitur Varendyam. Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yogis, if you feel drawn to stay in Shavasana longer, this room is open for quite some time, so if you want to rest, you're more than welcome to. And if you are ready to begin the process of moving out, start by deepening your breath and bring gentle movement into your body. And eventually, we would make our way to a seated position, but only if you want to go there. And I would like to just thank each of you for making time for yourself this morning, whether you are at home or whether you are here in person. It takes commitment to show up this early for yourself, for your practice. I see you and I appreciate you for that. Draw hands to heart center. Thank you for just showing up. Thank you for filling up your cup. And thank you for being willing to find some discomfort so that we can find growth. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. I hope you have a peaceful and beautiful rest of your day. If you have any questions or feedback, please let me know. If you need to meditate longer, this room is open. If you need to be in Shavasana longer, that's great too. And we'll see you soon. Thank you.